All right, let's talk about something you've probably seen a million times, maybe even in your own first aid kit, a simple gauze sponge. But what if I told you that hidden inside this one is a tiny feature that literally saves lives in operating rooms? It's pretty amazing. So, to really get why this gauze is such a big deal, we've got to look at the problem it was designed to solve. And it's a serious one, a risk that's present in every single surgery. I mean, just picture it, right? After a long, complex surgery, the medical team has to be absolutely positive that every tool, every sponge, every single item is accounted for. In that kind of high-pressure environment, how can you be 100% sure nothing got missed? Well, that nightmare scenario actually has a clinical name, retained surgical items, or RSIs. And yeah, it's rare, but when it happens, it is absolutely devastating. We're talking infections, chronic pain, sometimes even more surgery to fix the problem. This is the exact danger this special gauze is designed to eliminate. So how do you solve such a high-stakes problem? The answer is, well, it's kind of brilliant in its simplicity. It's all about a tiny thread, woven right into the fabric of the sponge. And here it is, the Promed X-ray Detectable Gauze Sponge. I know, it looks just like any other piece of gauze, but it's engineered with this incredible safety feature that makes the invisible visible. Okay, so here's the magic. It's a single, totally non-toxic thread called a monofilament, and it's woven right into the cotton. Now, this thread is radio-opaque, which is just a fancy way of saying it shows up bright and clear on an X-ray. It's a super simple, totally foolproof way to spot a sponge if it ever gets left behind. And this isn't just some loose thread, It's really in there. It's either heat-sealed or woven directly into the gauze. That means it's not going anywhere. It won't come off, so you know it's going to be detectable when you need it most. But hey, a safety feature is only great if the product itself actually does its job, right? So besides being easy to find on an X-ray, this gauze also has to be great at its main function, helping people heal. And it really is. It checks all the right boxes. First, it's super absorbent, which is obviously a must-have for wound care. Second, it's chemically inert, meaning it won't irritate the skin or cause a reaction. And third, it's just really soft, which is all about making things as comfortable as possible for the patient. A huge part of that is what it's made of. We're talking 100% pure woven cotton. There's no starch, no weird chemicals. It's just clean and non-irritating, which is exactly what you want for a healthy, healing environment. Okay, so we've got this fantastic tool. But like any tool, you've got to know how to use it right. Let's quickly go over how these sponges are actually applied to be both safe and effective. So there are three main ways it's used. You can dampen it to clean skin and wounds. It's also used to gently remove dead tissue from the skin's surface, which really helps the healing process. And finally, it helps protect the healthy skin around a wound from breaking down due to too much moisture. And of course, a couple of really important but simple points on handling. First, it absolutely must be sterile before you use it. And second, just keep it stored in a cool, dry place. That's it. Super simple steps, but they're key for guaranteed safety. What's also really cool is how versatile it is. Look at this. It comes in a whole range of sizes. This makes it adaptable for pretty much anything, from dressing a small wound all the way up to being used in a major surgery. So, when you put it all together, the high-quality material and that one critical little thread, you realize you're not just looking at a piece of gauze anymore. You're looking at a genuine, life-saving tool. And really, this quote from the source material just says it all perfectly. The whole point, the reason this product even exists, is to provide a simple, reliable safety net for both the patients and their surgical teams. And that's really the big takeaway here. It's this tiny, almost invisible thread that makes a massive, life-saving impact. It transforms a basic, everyday medical supply into a critical piece of safety technology. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? The most impactful innovations aren't always the most complicated. So it leaves me with a question for you. What other simple, brilliant ideas are out there right now, quietly making medicine safer for all of us every single day?